Hey. So I'm gonna decided to work a little bit on this one woman show that I am planning to have finished writing and ready to perform 2 years from now. Um, I need 7 characters. I have to block out whether how I'm going to theme those characters and whether I'm going to use an overall theme as opposed to, um, or while naming those characters, or I'm going to focus more on the character itself. So it's pretty exciting. There is not a lot that I have found out here on Black and Brown women who have produced um, one woman shows. The ones that I've seen in person have taken place in my hometown of Detroit, whether they were homegrown talent. Um, Shout out to Cian, loved your show, and the range that you brought to it, or whether talent was flown in like Dread from, believe Atlanta. But I was blown away by the artistic creations of both of those artists. And like I said, I've been looking for just more while I've been doing this research over the last couple of decades, because it just keeps resurfacing. This is something that I want to do, like I feel like I need to do creatively for myself. Um, and I can certainly use it in my role as a creative arts holistic wellness life coach, because creative arts are very much a part of what I bring to the table for trauma release. So it's a way to allow for self-expression, and all of that. And I think that's lovely. But I have not found very many um, productions to look into, and even less in writing. And I know that there are so many wonderful people self-publishing and working on um, things like film writing and writing scripts. And so I know that they're out here. So if you have a favorite, um, someone who has produced a one-woman show, or a sketch artist that really kind of breaks down the human condition, I'd be very interested in you sharing their handle, their information, because um, I believe that this is also, something that will work with trauma release, not only for adults, but for youth as well. As a Black woman who was a Black little girl who was often told to be quiet, shut up, you talk a lot. Oh my gosh, you're telling another story. I know the importance that having a place to put those feelings, those expressions, on paper, or out in song, or through poetry, or through dance. We have to allow for that. I think it's a healthy way to go. So I'm going to share this piece I'm looking at right now. It's taken from Pocket Monologues for Women. Again, I saw not one Black or brown woman in here that I related to, but because the themes are so broad, I am able to adapt. So what I'm going to share, because I need to get used to doing this when it's not necessarily my work. Um, so I don't have a piece in here at all, but I can relate to it. And so I want to know if I am relating to others um, with this reading. All right. Sex is wonderful, but you don't turn it off and on like a phone service. Here, Nicole, a worldly, independent woman, makes it abundantly clear that she does not appreciate being used for sexual convenience. I don't mind having sex in the morning. What I do mind is being woken up for it. It's not like I'm room service. I'm not your 911 sex wake up call. This isn't the way it works. Usually, when I'm in bed and my eyes are closed, guess what? I'm sleeping. Surprise, surprise. And when I'm sleeping, my sex system is turned off. It's on hold. It's dormant. It's shut down, off. In other words, my fuck machine is not running. It's idle, and you don't go jump starting a cold engine. As anybody with half a brain knows, you have to let a cold engine warm up before driving. Think of the mechanism between my legs as your car, okay? Do you just go and jump in your cold Mercedes and drive off? Hell no. You let it warm up first. You get the oil circulating. You're kind, gentle, and considerate. You're Mario Andretti waxing a Ferrari. You're Al Unser Jr. overhauling an engine. You're extra careful not to slam doors. You don't leave cigarette butts in the ashtray. You shake out the floor mats, and in my case, excuse the metaphor, you don't go trying to shove something up the exhaust pipe at 4:30 in the morning. I appreciate the fact that you're amorous. I like amorous men. They're my favorite kind. Amorousness is one of the prime requisites. Amorousness and money. And during normal business hours, I'm open for business, but I'm not on 24-hour call. Look at it this way. I'm a private club. I'm discriminating, exclusive. My dues are high. The service is impeccable. But because I'm exclusive, I don't tolerate riffraff coming in at all hours and being disruptive. To those kinds of members, I say, sorry, membership canceled. By my Rolex, the time is now 4:50 a.m. and by my reasoning right now, farmers are crawling out of bed. Factory workers are preparing to start the first shift. The guy who drops off the newspapers is having a second cup of coffee. Night watchmen are about to go off duty. The birds are yawning and stirring in their nests. The guys at the bakery are putting the finishing touches to their second batch of donuts. And me, I'm about to go back to sleep till at least 11 o'clock. And during those wonderfully restful periods, I don't want to be interrupted by some inconsiderate son of a bitch whose brain is in his penis. Good night, sweetheart. Well, I like that. I like Nicole's fire. Um, Again, broad enough to where almost any woman can relate, right? Um, During business hours, open for business, nighttime, early morning sleeping. Yeah. But those are the types of pieces where women are breaking down situations through different things that I wish to bring to the table. Um, I believe as a Gemini, being fortunate enough to be born under the zodiac sign of Gemini, that I will not have a problem creating these characters. For me, the problem or the issue or challenge will be in making the time to stick with this time frame that I'm giving myself, which is to have this done in 2 years, um, sometime right after my 60th birthday, which is in June. So, yeah, have a great day. Like, subscribe, share. Again, if you have favorite artists that have done and produced their one woman show, I would love to check them out. Alrighty. Be blessed. Peace.